Okay, so I did something recently that I never really take serious. I decided to try online dating. Now, before we go any further, no, this is not dating advice video because honestly, I'm probably the wrong person for that. Girl. So I tried online dating, the online dating thing. I know. Everybody take a deep breath because this was unexpected for me too. And before you ask, no, I did not suddenly become some dating app queen. I was just curious. I was just a little bored, slightly delusional, the perfect conditions for making life decisions. So, okay, let me get comfortable. So there I was, swiping, minding my business, thinking, what's the worst that could happen? Famous last words. What's the worst that could happen? But it did teach me something about attachment that applies to way more than dating. So I got on a dating app, started talking to someone, and we ended up talking on the phone for about 2 hours. Now, before I called him, I was really nervous. I was so nervous. I kept thinking about what he might ask, what I would say, and whether I'd somehow say the wrong thing. It felt like I was walking into a job interview when really all I had to do was show up as myself. So anyways, we talked for about 2 hours. 2 hours. And the conversation was actually really good. We laughed, we connected, it flowed naturally. And if you've ever been in the dating world, you know how rare it can feel to have a conversation that just works. So anyways, so naturally my brain did what brains do. I started creating a future, not a huge future, not we're gonna get married tomorrow or anything like that, just possibilities, potential, maybe this could go somewhere, maybe this is worth exploring. Then I didn't hear from him for a couple of days, and I started getting in my head. I wondered if I had said something wrong. So I finally texted him because I got tired of waiting, and he responded. And he just told me that he didn't see a future relationship with me. And honestly, for a second, I was disappointed because I actually kind of liked him. Not because I knew him though, because I didn't. I knew him for 2 hours. I was disappointed because I knew the version of him that existed in my imagination. And that realization hit me hard because I think we do this all the time. Not just with dating, with opportunities, with friendships, with jobs, with dreams. We meet a possibility and our minds start filling in the blanks. We create entire chapters before the first page has even been written. And then when reality doesn't match the story we created, we suffer. Not because reality was painful, but because the story ended. And I realized this week that I wasn't attached to him, I was attached to the outcome. There's a difference. I wasn't grieving a relationship. There wasn't a relationship. I was grieving the possibility I'd already built in my head. And once I saw that, everything just changed. Because if I'm being honest, dating becomes a lot more enjoyable when you're not trying to turn every interaction into your forever person. Imagine how much pressure that is. You meet someone and immediately your brain is conducting interviews for a position they haven't even applied for. Girl, can we let the people introduce themselves first? Can we let things just unfold naturally? Can we let someone simply be a conversation if that's it, then that's that? A coffee date, a lesson, a moment, without deciding they're the answer to every prayer we've ever prayed. because I think that's where detachment comes in. And I know sometimes people hear the word detachment and they think it means not caring. But that's not what that means. Detachment doesn't mean becoming cold. It doesn't mean pretending you don't want love. It doesn't mean acting like something or acting like nothing matters. To me, detachment means allowing something to exist without demanding a specific outcome. It means showing up fully, being present, having fun, being open, but not gripping so tightly that every interaction has to become something. And honestly, I think that's what I'm learning right now. To enjoy life while it's happening. Not 5 years from now. Not after I know the ending. Not after everything works out. Right now. Because if we're always rushing to the outcome, we miss the experience. And experiences are where life actually happens. So if you're dating right now, if you're dating right now, or honestly, if you're pursuing anything right now, maybe this is your reminder. You don't have to know how it ends. You don't have to predict the future. You don't have to attach your happiness to outcomes or to an outcome that hasn't happened yet. You can just show up. You can be curious and you can have fun. You can learn lots of different things. You can allow life to surprise you. And maybe that's the lesson I'm taking with me. Not just into dating, but into everything. Everything. To stop gripping, to stop forcing, to stop turning every possibility into a prediction, and instead to stay present. Because the truth is, the right things don't need to be imagined into existence. They reveal themselves over time. And I think that's what we're practicing right now. We are practicing this right now. Trusting the process enough to let things unfold. Okay? One conversation, one date, one experience, one day at a time. One day at a time. And honestly, that sounds a lot more peaceful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. You're the only one for me. Baby, you're the only one I need.